So we'll demonstrate one by physical assist, transfer from the bed to a wheelchair using a non-mechanical standing aid. We'll always introduce ourselves to the client or consumer first, making sure that we prepare the environment. We bring the non-mechanical standing aid close to the client, making sure that they do wear footwear where possible, and we'll adjust the bed height according to the height of the resident or client. In this case, we'll raise the bed a little bit just to make sure their toes are on the ground. That way, with the height of the foot plate, when it goes in, their feet will be flat on the foot plate and it'll still enable an efficient sit to stand technique from the client or consumer. The base legs are spread to fit the environment as much as possible, and we instruct the client to put their feet onto the foot plate one at a time and walk their feet forward. We're making sure at this point that the client does have adequate postural stability and sitting balance to make sure they don't fall backwards, because it is a one physical assist task. Once the non-mechanical standing aid is in position, instruct the client or consumer to reach forward and hold on to the arm bar. We'll apply the brakes on the non-mechanical standing aid to make sure it's a stable standing platform for the client, and instruct them to lean forward, stand up nice and tall. We'll then position the seat pads down into position to allow a perch. The bed is then lowered to clear the origin, and the environment and destination is prepared. So we make sure that we have the wheelchair prepared, that the brakes are locked on, and where required we may remove the armrest of the wheelchair to give clear and easy access. We'll close the base legs of the non-mechanical standing aid to allow for easier manoeuvrability in what is sometimes enclosed environments. Make sure we wheel the back of the non-mechanical standing aid around till we face the direction of travel, then applying a pure anterior force until we reach the destination. We'll then spread the base legs to enable a big base of support and position the non-mechanical standing aid in as close as possible, noting that the front wheels of the wheelchair are in a posterior direction to allow us to get nice and close to the destination, being the wheelchair in this instance. The brakes are generally locked on at this point on the non-mechanical standing aid. The client's asked to stand up using the armbar. The seat pads are removed from beneath the client, and the client is then asked to sit back as far as possible into the wheelchair to enable adequate sitting posture. Once they're sitting down, for safety reasons, the armrests of the wheelchair are put back into position. The brakes of the non-mechanical standing aid are removed, and the device is slowly withdrawn from the transfer environment, asking the resident to walk their feet off the foot plate one at a time. Once the transfer aid is removed from the transfer environment, we can reposition or position the client in the wheelchair and apply the leg rests and any calf straps as required for resident safety, comfort and dignity. Where possible, we'll always ask the resident or consumer to assist us with the transfer by lifting their leg or completing tasks that minimises the physical force that we have to apply to assist the resident. It also encourages a re-ablement model.